Modern society tends to drop human behavior into two rigid buckets. On one side, we place traits like logic and aggression. On the other, we place nurturing and emotion. Hindu philosophy disrupts this strict divide with a figure called Ardhanarishvara. This is a manifestation of the god Shiva that is exactly half man and half woman. The origin of this form traces back to the Shiva Purana. According to the myth, the creator god Brahma hit a roadblock. He had generated the Prajapatis, the first living male beings, but he couldn't get them to reproduce. Without females, the creation of the universe stalled. Shiva appeared to Brahma in this androgynous form to demonstrate a core structural rule of the cosmos. Purusha, the masculine consciousness, and Prakriti, the feminine energy, must intertwine to generate existence. This half-man, half-woman form functions as a map for a specific psychological structure, one where identity is built by integrating these two distinct halves. This image of Ardhanarishvara maps this out. The strict vertical division splits the right side, Shiva, holding a trident and wearing ash to represent ascetic logic. The left side, Parvati, stands in contrast with red silk and a lotus, representing material creation. This iconography maps to the concept of the unity of opposites. It functions much like the Chinese yin and yang, where opposing forces are locked in a perpetual, balanced cycle. Every physical detail carved into this deity serves as a diagram. It illustrates that the cosmos runs through the active harmony of these contrasting energies. The mythological texts show the danger of ignoring this balance. Take sage Bringi. He was a devotee of Shiva's ascetic ideal and refused to acknowledge the feminine Parvati. Parvati responded with a physical countermove. She merged into Shiva's lap, forcing the sage to worship them as a single, unified entity. Bringi's reaction was extreme. Transforming into a beetle, he attempted to physically bore a hole between the two gods, determined to orbit Shiva alone. The consequences were immediate. Parvati cursed Bringi, stripping him of his flesh and blood, the physical elements ancient texts assigned to the feminine. He collapsed, paralyzed as a mere skeleton. By worshipping only one side, the sage loses the flesh, allowing his body to function. The myth illustrates that removing one half of the system causes the entire structure to fail. This ancient stone carving from the Elephanta caves documents a transition from historical worship to internal realization. The mythology maps directly to the human nervous system. The yogic science of Kundalini states that every human spine contains two distinct channels. The Ida is the feminine channel running on the left, and the Pingala is the masculine channel running on the right. Modern philosophical voices like Sadhguru emphasize that these terms do not refer to biological gender. They represent universal human qualities that exist in every person, regardless of their physical sex. Cultivating both sides allows the stable, logical energy of Shiva to operate alongside the dynamic, creative energy of Shakti. Society often conditions us to search for a better half in a partner, yet structurally we already contain both halves within our own bodies. The concept suggests that internal friction stops when these opposing forces, the logical and the creative, are recognized and merged within the mind. The figure of Ardhanarishvara is the visual result of that internal resolution.